Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Wednesday, December 21st, 2016. This evening will be the 16th episode of the Gematria Effect, my relatively new radio program on Truth Frequency Radio. Please tune in tonight. If you haven't tuned in before, it is a caller-friendly program to call into the show. I'll write it up here. The number is 866-37-TRUTH. 866-37-TRUTH. Free to call in. The show runs from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. to 12 Eastern. If you're in other parts of the world, please find your specific time zone. If you cannot listen to the show live, it is free to listen to for up to 10 days after the show. And this evening's show will come up as episode number 16. Some of the topics for tonight, we'll talk about the recent headlines. We'll talk about the false flag truck crash in Berlin at the Christmas market. Today they're saying the man who's responsible is a 24-year-old ISIS-inspired man. They've given him an appropriately coded name. If you saw my work on Bastille Day, talked an awful lot about 84. 84 was the big number on Bastille Day with the truck crash as well. And I went into how World War I, the beginning of World War I, was all centered around the number 84. This is an important number throughout history to the New World Order, the Freemasons, the Zionists, the Jesuits. The word Jesuit itself has gematria of 84. So typical number coded into their false flags. Again, it was relevant to the Bastille Day crash where they said 84 people were killed and they had plastic dummies in the street. Dummies equals 84. It's no surprise that they coded 84 in this very similar event in Berlin. And oh, by the way, where this truck crashed was at the Kaiser Wilhelm Church. Kaiser Wilhelm was the leader of Germany when World War I began. In the summer, I was showing how Bastille Day was a tribute to World War I. So is this. And what do you think they're trying to tell us? That another world war is on the way. We'll talk about that this evening. It's all propaganda, folks. White truck in France, black truck in Germany. We'll also talk about more fake news, the Russian ambassador killing hoax, horribly done on purpose to mock the masses. Talk about that this evening. We'll talk about the Queen reportedly falling ill today, December 21st, the winter solstice. Just last week, I put out a video on the death of Princess Diana and why we will likely see the Queen die at age 90. Remember, on her 90th birthday, Prince dropped dead at age 57, a difference of 33 years. Today's 12/21, date with 33 numerology connection. The winter solstice. The word ill has gematria of 33. When you write out 90, it sums to 33. Same with when you write out 16. We're in 2016. The only two numbers when written out that sum to 33 are 16 and 90. Talk a little more about that this evening. We can talk about this Mexico fireworks explosion, which was staged and synced up with the same incident that happened in 2005 at the same fireworks stand. Still a little more research I got to do on this one. I'm sure it's synced up with Mexico's date of independence. Miley Cyrus, she's been going around in the Star of David. We'll talk about what the Star of David has to do with sex. Miley Cyrus, a young sex symbol. If you saw my work on Dolly, which I talked about on the Gematria Effect, Dolly the sheep and Dolly Parton and the fire ritual in Tennessee that burned up part of Dolly Parton's ranch where the lone book of the Bible was recovered, I talked about in all that how Dolly Parton sang with Miley Cyrus on The Voice the same day that the Bible page was discovered from Joel 1:19. I didn't notice then that Miley Cyrus's birthday is the same day that the Tennessee wildfire began, also the same day that the fire began in Israel. If you missed that work on Dolly Parton, Dolly the sheep, the Tennessee fire, Israel, the book of Joel, Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton singing Jolene. Go back and check that out. Very important stuff. And again, it's the winter solstice. So maybe we'll talk a bit about that too. But anyway, we'll talk about all that and more, plus your phone calls. Again, it's 866-37-TRUTH. Please call in. The show starts in less than an hour. Thanks, True Seekers.